Good morning, students. Today we have completed our lessons of crop production and management. So today in this video I am going to recapitulate all the lessons that we have studied after lesson 5. So let's begin. This is the recapitulation of lesson 5. We have recapitulated the lesson 4 in my previous video. So today we have studied about weeding. What is weeding? Yes, weeding is one of the process through which the undesired plants are removed. Yeah, these are very important. These are very requirement. Why? What are the reason? Reason is that if the weeds will present there, as you can see here, if the weeds will be there, then they will share the necessary nutrients, water, soil, everything from the crop plants and hence hamper or damage or adversely affect the growth of the crop plant. We also came to know about that there are two ways of the weeding: manual weeding and with the help of the weedicides and the pesticides, where the manual weeding includes some of the agricultural implements like trowel, like harrow, etc. But there are some disadvantages of the manual weeding. So what are those? The first one is that it requires a lot amount of manual labor and also takes a lot of time. So for that reason we have moved to another method of weeding. Those are weedicides and pesticides. With the help of the chemicals we are using the weedicides to kill the weeds, and even for killing the pests like the rodents, like the insects, right, the rats, we are using the pesticides. But these have also the harmful advantages, as if they might enter into the crops and may get the entry into our human system, then they will may cause the certain disease. After weeding, now we are here in the harvesting process. Harvesting, what do you mean by harvesting? It is a process where the crops are being harvested, means they are being cut down when they have grown enough. Harvesting process is followed by the threshing and winnowing. In the threshing, what is being done? These are put over the stones to separate, and winnowing is the process of separating the grains from the chaff. After the harvesting or threshing and winnowing, the storage of the harvested grains are being done. But several precautions should be made for the storing the crop grains. First, these should be stored in the wet and in the non-wet and dry area. Why? Because if these are stored in the moisture retaining area, that will enhance the growth of the microorganisms. Now second, they must be stored in the rodent free area where the rats, pests should not be there. They should be stored in the less humid condition, because the humidity is also one of the condition that promote the growth of the microorganisms. Now you are seeing here different types of the storage where these are stored in different gunny bags. Now after that these all are the processes of the agricultural practices. Now we are in the another way where we are going to deal how we can increase the crop yield so that the needs of the increasing population could be met. So there are two ways through which the crop yield can be increased. The first one is the mixed cultivation. As you can see in the figure, this is the mixed cultivation in which the two different crops are grown at the same time in the same field. One is complementing another in their needs, in their fulfillment. On the other hand, this is the crop rotation. Here we are showing in the figure that is alternating of the crops are there, means the two crops are grown at the same field but not at the same time. They are being grown alternately. For example, if the leguminous plants are grown in alternately with the crop plant or the cotton plant, then what would happen? Once the cereal plants grow, they will draw the nutrients, especially nitrogen. So in next turn, if we are going to grow the leguminous plants, then the leguminous plants will fix the nitrogen and hence make the soil enrich in the nitrogen mineral nutrient. So in this way these two methods help in increasing the crop yield. Now this is a recapitulation of the lesson 8. Animal husbandry is also one of the branch that is being dealt in the agriculture branch. Why? Because agriculture we have studied, this is the rearing of the crops as well as the animals. So animal husbandry is the process of rearing of the animals for their food, for their another purposes. We have seen about the apiculture, pisciculture in our previous videos. So these are very important so that we can get a large amount of milk, cheese or meat, fish or another animal products on a large scale. Okay. Now these are the nitrogen cycle. So nitrogen cycle, we know that the process in which the nitrogen enters into the from the atmosphere and then return back to the atmosphere. The whole cycle is known as nitrogen cycle. We have also seen in this figure about the nitrogen cycle, how the nascent nitrogen is being taken up by the rhizobium or the other nitrogen fixing bacteria. Then after, what is happening, these are converted into different nitrogenous compound, either it is ammonia, it is nitrate, it is nitrite, and after that these are being taken up by the plants and animals, and when these plants and animals die, then these are again decomposed by the decomposers into the inorganic nutrients, and again the nitrogen get free into the atmosphere. So this is the steps of the nitrogen cycle. Okay.